Happening now, a centuries-old tradition is underway with more than 100 cardinals set to choose the next leader of the Catholic Church. We have team coverage from Rome on what to expect. Plus, a new
now 133 cardinals are in Vatican City, beginning the centuries-old rituals to elect a successor to Pope Francis.
Yeah, this is a live look from there where the cardinals are being sequestered from the outside world. They've surrendered their cell phones, and airwaves around the Vatican are jammed to prevent them from any communication until they find a new leader.
And the cardinals held one final morning mass before voting begins. And the Cardinals began the day by participating in a final pre-conclave mass in St. Peter's Basilica.
Yeah, it's meant to pray for Cardinals to find the wisdom, counsel, and understanding throughout the process. And for more insight on what's ahead, we go now to Fox's Rebecca Castor live for us in Rome. So, Rebecca, good morning to you. And today is when this all begins.
It is, Elise. It's a really exciting time to be in Rome. Those rituals are already underway this morning. And in just a few hours, the Cardinals will be locked inside the Sistine Chapel to begin the very secretive and serious process of electing the next spiritual leader of the Catholic Church. Cardinals in the papal conclave gathered for a mass in Rome this morning ahead of the first vote to elect the new pope of the Catholic Church. Final preparations have been made in the Sistine Chapel, including in the Room of Tears, where the new pope will adorn his white robe for the first time. Many cardinals say they also finished their own personal preparations.
I prepared myself, and we prepared ourselves since 2 weeks. Not now. Now it's just a time of silence, a bit more prayer.
The cardinals have held multiple informal meetings leading up to the first vote to get a better understanding of potential frontrunners for the papacy.
We do meet together in small groups as well. Being a pope is for the whole world, not just for Catholics.
Among the favorites include Italian Cardinal Pietro Parolin and Filipino Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, who could be the first Asian pope.
I heard many, all the cardinals, and I'm ready. I think I'm ready for the first vote, and then I will see.
Meanwhile, several American cardinals will take part in the conclave, but the Catholic Church has never seen an American pope. And it may still be unlikely, as historically, most cardinals believe the U.S. already has too much power in the world. Some cardinals believe the next pope will be elected quickly. It takes a 2/3 majority, but during the last two conclaves, it took just 2 days before the white smoke rose from the Sistine Chapel. Ron and Elise, back to you.
Interesting, 2 days. Okay, so Rebecca, share a little bit more on the actual voting process for us, if you don't mind, and how the rest of the world will know when the Cardinals have chosen a new pope.
Yeah, so later today, the Cardinals are planning to take that first initial vote. That's going to happen this evening. And if there's not a 2/3 majority reached, then they'll continue voting throughout the week. They can take 4 votes a day. There will be 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. And that's when we'll be on the smoke watch. We're looking for the smoke to rise from the Sistine Chapel. Black smoke indicates they had a vote and 2/3 majority wasn't reached. White smoke indicates the new pope has been elected. So that is what the world is watching for.
Absolutely. The process has begun. Rebecca Castor in Rome for us. Rebecca, thank you so much.
Well, right now, cardinals from 70 countries are in the process of selecting a new pope. A 2/3 majority is needed to elect Pope Francis's successor.
We don't choose a pope based on continent, based on race, based on language. We choose a pope that is truly can be the successor.
What will be the church in the years to come? What will be the world years to come? And what kind of leader in the church, what kind of pope they want, they have to choose.
Several American cardinals will take part in the conclave, but the Catholic Church has never seen an American pope. Meanwhile, smoke from the Sistine Chapel chimney will indicate a selection has been made. Black smoke after a vote indicates no pope is chosen, while white smoke signals a successor has been selected. So when does it happen? Well, when it does happen, that is, we will bring it to you live right here on Fox 5.
Welcome back. Cardinals from 70 countries have gathered at the Vatican to begin a centuries-old ritual to elect a new pope. Fox's Rebecca Castor has more on the voting process.
Sequestered inside the Sistine Chapel, the cardinal electors are now tasked with choosing the 267th leader of the Catholic Church. 133 cardinals filing into the Sistine Chapel, taking one final vote before beginning their secret conclave to elect a successor to Pope Francis. Earlier, they celebrated their final public mass inside St. Peter's Basilica before locking themselves away from the world. They heard a final appeal from the Dean of the College of Cardinals, who urged the electors to find a pope who values unity and sets aside personal interests.
This is a human act for which every personal consideration must be set aside, keeping in mind and heart only the God of Jesus Christ and the good of the Church and of humanity.
The cardinals will take an initial vote today, then starting tomorrow, they can hold up to 4 votes a day, 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon until a winner is found. And while many just met one another last week, some experts say they expect this to be a short conclave.
It's normal for the cardinals to come out, put out their first vote, and see where all the other cardinals are. And then tomorrow, they will begin to change their vote in order to coalesce around 1, 2, or 3.
Francis named about 80% of the voting cardinals, and some faithful gathered in St. Peter's Square say they hope the next pontiff follows his legacy.
The world has become a very divided place. I hope we have someone that can come and heal it.
All eyes will now be on the Sistine Chapel's chimney, waiting for that white smoke to indicate a new pope has been elected. In Rome, Rebecca Castor, Fox 5 News.
The papal conclave is underway as black smoke emerges in the first vote for the next pontiff. We take you inside the voting process and the extra security measures underway. Black smoke from the Sistine Chapel this evening, signaling no pope has been selected. This is the first vote in the papal conclave as cardinals from around the world select the next pontiff. Cardinals from 70 countries have gathered at the Vatican to begin a centuries-old ritual to elect a new pope. Fox's Rebecca Castor takes us inside the voting process.
Black smoke rising from the chimney atop the Sistine Chapel, indicating the cardinal electors have not chosen a new pope after the first round of voting. While no decision was expected today, the thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square say they are excited to greet the next pontiff.
I hope that it happens as soon as possible so we have a new pope, and we hope for peace and that he continues on Pope Francis's path.
Earlier, the 133 voting cardinals celebrated Mass and took a vow of secrecy.
Extra omnes.
Then, with the cry of the Latin words for everyone out, they locked the massive chapel doors and cut themselves off from the outside world. Vatican officials say inside they're using cell phone jammers to prevent eavesdropping.
Each of the cardinals writes on a slip of paper which says in Latin something along the lines, "I choose as Pope." These votes are counted, and if there are enough, a new Pope has been elected.
Among the frontrunners, Filipino Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle and Italian Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Secretary of State to the late Pope Francis. Though experts say it's possible the electors will want to go in a different direction.
There is a sense that there is a desire for more clarity in the teaching. I think it'll be someone not quite a Francis II, but somebody a little bit more centrist.
The 2 previous popes, Benedict and Francis, were both elected on the second day of voting. In Rome, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.